For this first question, we've got multiplication happening between the number and the variable. We need to undo that multiplication, so we're going to do that by dividing. We're going to divide by -7. Whatever I do to one side, I need to do to the other side, so I'll also divide this by -7. Now -7 divided by -7 is 1, and 1v, 1 times v, is the same as just v. So that gives us 56 divided by -7 on this side. Positive divided by negative is a negative number, so we end up with -8. And that's the solution to our first question. For question number 2, this is also multiplication, so we're going to divide again. We have to divide on this side by -20. Now the p will end up being on the right-hand side. That's okay. We need to divide both sides by -20. And over here, -20 divided by -20, like last time, ends up being 1p. 1 times p is just p, so we've solved it for the p. Over on this other side, we have positive divided by negative again, so we end up with a negative value, and that's -1 for our solution for the second question. For the third question, we have to undo this division right here. That symbol, that fraction symbol, means division. So we undo this division with multiplication. Since I'm dividing by 3, I'm going to multiply by 3. And just like the last time, if I have 3 divided by 3, that ends up being 1. So that gives us 1a, which like last time is just a. Now whatever I do to one side, I need to make sure that I do to the other side over here. So we're going to multiply this by 3 as well. And a positive times a negative ends up being a negative number, so we end up with -39. And that's our solution for this third one. For number 4, this one's going to be a little different. Since this is its own term, we've got to turn it into a 0 instead of 1. So plus and minus are undone with plus and minus. And we are going to add in this case because the 11 is negative. If I have a -11 and I add a +11, I end up with 0. And 0 plus t, well, that 0 doesn't do anything, so that's just the same as having t by itself. Alright, whatever I do to one side, adding 11, I need to make sure that I do to the other side. If I add 11 to the 15, I end up with 26. And we're finished with this one. So there's our solution to number 4. And number 5, we're going to undo this subtraction, and we're going to do it with addition. So we'll add 21. Just like before, if we have a -21 and a +21, those two end up being 0. So whatever I do to one side, I need to make sure I do to the other side. And I end up with x equals, okay, -9 plus 21 ends up being a +12. And we have our solution on number 5. Thank you for watching, and good luck.